Hey, this is April from the Noble Garden, and today I'm extremely excited because I finally get to transplant my tomatoes into bigger containers because they're ready to go. So let me show you how I'm going to do that. So what I'm going to do is, these red solo cups are the perfect size. I'm going to take my husband's drill, and I'm going to drill about 4 holes on the top for drainage. I think I counted out about 50 that I need to transplant for now, so let me get that started. There you have it. There's holes in the cups now. Now they can drain. I've noticed if I separate them in tens that it works out perfect. My husband's so funny. He taught me how to use the drills when we were building our coop, and now he laughs at me because I'm constantly use them without him. Now he's like, I teach a girl one time how to use power tools and look at her using them without me. In the past, I would have him do this. Silly me, using this drill is nothing. But I do think it's funny because he loves to pick on me about it because I use his drill to put these holes in all the time now. So the other thing I'm going to do is I'll take a Sharpie and I'll write the type of tomato plant on the cup so that way I'll know what tomato plant I put in there. So I'm going to work on that next. So this is what I'm doing. I'm writing the names on the cups and then filling them. I'm going to try something different today. I'm going to see if I can set my phone up to where I can work and talk at the same time. You are going to hear my daughter's TV show in the background because she's in there watching TV. So let's try this today. Today you get to watch me work and listen to me talk. I think it's funny that I'm sitting here in my dining room table putting together these I keep wanting to call them strawberry plants. They're tomato plants. I'm sorry. I've been working with strawberry plants for too long. But I was hoping to be able to do all this in my greenhouse. The greenhouse is up. It's just that the tables that I bought for it haven't come in yet. And so it's not really put together for me to work in. Today's also windy and cold. I think it's funny. Spring is tomorrow. I'm sitting here working on tomato plants and extremely excited about it. And it's windy and cold outside. Funny how you work on spring summer plants when the weather's not so spring or summer outside today. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to talk and write names on these cups. Hopefully I can do both. Tomato plants are my favorite. They have not been nice to me. I have not had the best luck with them. When I first got started, the first few did fine, but my production in them wasn't very well. I didn't know much about them. So then when I learned more about production and what to do to help production, I really thought I was going to have a good turnout last year. They had lots of green tomatoes on them. They looked beautiful, and then they just all wilted and died. I don't 100% know what happened to them. I've looked up several diseases, but without submitting one of the plants for someone to study for me and tell me what they have, I have no clue. All I know what to do is just change a couple things this year and hope it works out. One reason why I like to start my own seeds is because I get to pick out what tomato I want. Never knew there were so many tomatoes varieties until I got a seed catalog one time after watching one of the YouTube people that I listen to. There is a lot of tomato varieties, and I did try some of my own. I did seeds last year, so I tried some of my own varieties, and I did discover a few that I really, really liked. So of course I tried those this year, and then I'm trying some other stuff. As my tomato plants grow and get bigger in the garden, we'll talk about different brands or types, I guess you should call them. I can talk about them today, but you really can't see the plant and the beauty of it all. So then I'll just be telling you without showing you. My kids seem to like this stuff too. They come in here and they're like, oh, can I help? Can I help? And right now, me just filling these, I guess what I could do in a little bit is let them fill the cups up with dirt. But right now, just writing on them. One's 4, she don't know how to write. The other one's 7, she'll be 8 next week. So she could write, but she gets so distracted and she'll distract me. I just feel like I'd be better off just doing this on my own. Then again, here I am talking to you guys, so I wonder how distracted I'm going to get and get this done. I know this looks like a lot of busy work, but it's so relaxing. I don't know what it is about plants and this type of work that to me is just relaxing and it's so rewarding. I love it. one thing I thought about doing, because my strawberry salad did very good this year, I was thinking maybe next year, once I have my greenhouse truly up and working and in a good system, is maybe sell some tomatoes and peppers along with my strawberry plants and start small. Try those 3 plants, see what happens. If I end up selling those real good, then I can think about other plants. But right now, really the only thing I start from seed in my house are flowers, tomatoes, and peppers, and everything else I put directly in the garden because they grow fine from seeds in the garden, so I don't see the point of starting them. Just tomatoes, you need to start them a good 6 weeks before your last frost date to get them started. So that's why I do that. I start them inside. And peppers, what I've noticed, they need much longer. I start them when I start my tomatoes. They just take a little bit longer to get started. I have noticed that with my heating mat. They've done much better. But if you wait until the night temperatures are like 50 almost every single night, they actually grow a lot better. So last year I put them out like the second week of May. I'll have to go back in my charts and look. I do keep a log of when I plant things and try to, even before I started this YouTube and everything, I was making videos for myself trying to figure out what I was doing that was working and what I was doing that wasn't working for myself. So I just noticed that putting peppers out in May versus April last year, I had a big pepper production. I was super excited. I do pot up them when they get bigger. Right now, they don't have enough of what you call as true leaves, and I can show you right quick what a true leaf is. Let me show you. So you see this tomato plant here? These bottom leaves are just the first leaves that come up when it sprouts. Those aren't true leaves. They're not important. I mean, they're important in the beginning, but once you start getting true leaves, that's what's important. So you'll notice all the other leaves on top, all those are what's called true leaves. So I'm waiting for my peppers to get more of those true leaves and look better, and then I will move them into bigger pots as well. So what I'm doing is I'm putting a hole in there. I'm taking the trays and I'm popping, oops, you can't really see that. I'm popping the edges here to loosen that up, and then taking my fingers in and I'm digging it out. I want to make sure I get a good amount of its roots that's already developed. See its pretty roots that's developed? And then I'm putting it in the hole as deep as it will let me. Taking more soil, putting it around it. And like I said in the little bit ago, you can bury them pretty deep because they grow more roots around it. Oops, I didn't get no soil out of that. There you go. A transplanted strawberry. Tomato. Sorry, guys. Hey, everybody. I know you've been watching this. I'm going to sign off on it. I got all the tomato plants transplanted into the new containers. It's very time consuming, but very rewarding. I am excited and I'm ready for this. But let me show you what it all looked like at the end. So here you have it. The first round of tomato plants. I do have some seedlings growing that I started last week. Some of them are starting to pop up. There you go. These are the ones that will go in the ground in about 3 weeks. And you guys will be amazed at how fast they grow. They're amazing. So thank you everybody for watching.